welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, and we are in the Gullett in the hole. Alright, and we've got this guy here who's stomping around. His name is Biha?
Why do you bother me, little kith?
Hey, I'm not little. No.
You're all little to me.
Yeah. She squints, her broad sloping brow wrinkling in consternation. Okay.
Little and squishy.
And squishy. What are you, like an ogre or something? You enjoy working here?
No.
She hawks a beer goblet of spit. It lands beside the food she's preparing and splatters. Oh, so she's the cook. Oh my god.
The gullet reeks of illness. The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair. And Firna, the tavern keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month. How am I supposed to hunt when I am chained to this stove?
She scrunches her face into a grimace. 1 day a month? I guess you are one with that long hair. You just don't look like it in your actual portrait.
Maybe I'll become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch.
Well, you should join my crew.
How do you mean?
She narrows her eyes and regards you with a renewed interest. We've need of a cook, and I admire your work. Do we really admire her work? You know, like on a boat? We're in need of a cook.
I don't work for free.
Oh, okay. Will this satisfy you? Give her 450 copper. She examined your coins for a moment. They look tiny in her giant hands, almost like a child's plaything. She shrugs. So, do we want a big giant on our ship? I guess we do.
This will do. For now.
She puts her near meat tenderizer thoughtfully. She pats her meat tenderizer thoughtfully and gives you a small nod. Okay. So we've got an ogre or whatever the hell she is.
Sure.
Alright, yeah, my... Pillars of Eternity does this. It always stops when I first started. Come on.
Got it.
Okay.
Not sure.
Meats of undefinable origin are strewn across the counter. We got poultry and lockpicks. That'll work. And what is this? A worried pig? Now we have a pig. We have a worried pig. Pig. While Onyx is following you around, you receive a bonus perception, and your party receives enhanced defenses against attacks that apply a disease. Well, my slots are all taken, so why don't we give this to you? Interesting. Okay. So sorry we took your cook. Who was that? It's a server. An overfilled tankard sloshes in her hand. Okay. Well, let's see what's all packed over here.
Leave it.
Everything that our crew needs. Okay. And let's go talk to the innkeeper now, or the tavern. An Orlane covered toe-to-ear tip in sable fur leans against the bar Counting change, she gives you a wide, easy smile when she notices your approach, then slips the coins into her pocket with a wink. So you just stole from somebody?
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself and don't fall in.
Don't fall in where?
Need something?
What's the story with this place?
The hole's been here so long as there's been a Gullett. Though it ain't always been mine. What's a neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants?
How'd you end up here?
Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I rode a whale into port in the middle of a storm. The Juana took one look my way and knew there was no one who could run the hole but me.
You rode a whale into port. Okay.
Of course.
I'm looking for a way into Delver's Row.
No doubt you'd fit right in. But getting there? That's dangerous business, fresh face. But it ain't none of my business, I suppose. If you're dead set on dying, you'll find Delver's Row in the Narrows, those twisty alleys carved into the mountain on the west side of the Gullett. But since I heard you've been good to the folks around here, I'll tell you how to get there without getting yourself dead first. Take a right the first chance you get. Then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance.
So take a right and then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Well, I've already been there.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will kill you just as soon as cheat you out of everything you own. If Dario doesn't gut you first.
Who's Daria?
You stick around the Gullett long enough, you might find out.
Well, let me see what you got for
What you
sale.
need?
Got any regulars looking for a little adventure?
You'll find all kinds in the hole, even some of the competent sort.
I need a crew, though. I don't need adventurers. Okay. Oh, where'd you go?
Need something? What you need?
Okay. You know of any sailors looking for work? I need crew.
Sure, I know a few folks who need coin, and a couple of them can even hold their liquor.
Okay, so this is what I need. Novice, helmsman. I need someone who is not a novice. These are all novice. How do they get leveled up? Impulsive, dwarf. Daily wage, daily food ration, daily water ration, 1. Grim religious. A helmsman and a deckhand, novice surgeon and deckhand, cannoneer. How much money do I have? Okay, hire that. I think we need all these people because like if they get injured, then we have to replace them, right? That's what I'm thinking. Helmsman. We want to hire them all. We're going to hire them all. See what happens here. Do I want to add them to my... She's our healer, though.
Farewell and fair winds to you.
Let's add him in and see what happens. Okay, and then we have this stuff. Our stash. Gladiator sword. I forgot I had that. Is this a special item? We'll have to look at that. I thought I had more that I found. Potions we're not getting rid of. But do we need... I have a lot of, do I need rubies and stuff like that, or can I sell them? Are they ingredients? There's an ingredient. Are these all ingredients? These are all ingredients, so I need them. I can't just sell them for money. Okay. Then I guess that's it. Forgetful Night. What the hell is that? Crew morale +7. Enjoyed by many a brave tavern patron. Yeah, well... Okay. Alright, so we got some crew. We talked to her. Oh, I thought there was an upper floor. Okay.
Why not?
Alright, we got fish. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it.
Sure.
Okay. Priest. They have nothing to say to me. Okay. Oh, there's someone with a name. Oh, you're gonna let me take this stuff? Sure, I'll take it.
Leave it.
I'll take this stuff too. And you're Orin? A dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread. Steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles, rounds of flatbread stacked in a neat tower, and melon sliced in even triangles. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups and the bottle in front of him. He has the cups organized in an almost perfect square around the bottle, but as you look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. Let's just wait. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with practiced patience. Well, I don't see anybody else here, but they're over here.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
Yeah. At last, the bottle is empty, and he places it in the exact center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down into the same spot twice more before he's satisfied. So, what, you have OCD?
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last, the leader turns to you.
What do you require?
We brought you to the Deadfire.
We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties.
He glows with pride.
If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
He raises his cup, and his companions do likewise. All right. So that's all, nothing else here, huh?
What do you require?
That's it. Sure. This guy is drunk on, he's passed out, I guess.
No sweat. There, done.
Oh, there's a forsaken cat in here, locked away.
Why not?
And another pet. Forsaken cat. While dude, the six-toes cat is following you around, you gain some health when you deal the killing blow against an enemy, and your party is less likely to be hit by attacks. Interesting. Anything over here? Oh, they're playing dice. Okay.
Sure.
I have no time for pleasantries. Alright, so we're done with the hole. The hole. And another dog.
Why not?
Or was that a cat? No, it was a dog. Let's do us. And you gain some health when they kill an enemy. You receive a bonus to Constitution, and they receive health. Alright. Interesting. But you can't get down from here. You have to go back in. Yep, you gotta go back in. And then down. And then down. Okay, over here. And how did we get out of here? Here it is. All right, time to check the journal. I think we have one more thing here. Honored guest. Food for thought. These are all the things that we just got. Establish a source food for the Gullett. Mapping. Lost dues in good faith. Search for Oswald. Okay, we already know all that. Look at all the tasks here. Delver's Row. Enter Delver's Row via the Narrow. Well, I already knew how to do that. But let's go ahead and do that. Because that was a quest that we ended up doing. Uh-oh. A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked star on his forearm, and he's rolled his sleeve up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Really? You're going to threaten us? He banishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. Yeah. Delro the Lens will be disappointed to hear about this. I'm not looking for trouble. How convenient, you just walked into my trap. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory. Track your knuckles. This will be fun. Yeah, how convenient. You just what? No, I'm sorry. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory.
Told you.
One of the others punches the leader's shoulder. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
He smiles, backing away. They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. Yeah. That wasn't very smart. Did I look at this before? Beneath the dirt? Yes, I did. Okay. So I think there's only one more thing left here that we haven't done. And that is the Old City lift. But we need to go over here to the Narrows just so we can get that task done, right? Because we've already been here. Explore the Narrows, go to Delver's Row. This is update the quest. Yes, it did. Task completed. Thank you. Then we can leave. Oh yeah. Go to the Gullett. And then we're going to go up here to the lift. Uh-oh.
Please, I did nothing.
You see a man being dragged along a rickety boardwalk toward a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand. You're going to throw him down in the abyss.
Enough. Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
The warrior casts a meaningful glance at a woman standing a short distance away.
Let him go!
She screams at the guards, but she doesn't dare approach. The man notices her. His face lights up with shame.
Biha, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
No! So what's down there? The guards drag the ropa into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it is lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually his screams are lost to the depths.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
So what is that all about?
Be careful.
All aboard. Eyewitness would look like an execution. A man was dragged into a cage and lowered into a deep ravine. Before he disappeared, he called a woman named Biha. I saw find Biha in the Gullett. Oh, I think we already were in her house.
The Gullett is no place for outsiders.
Something's gone on at the palace. The must have been shouting at the queen all day. A guard folds his arms, watching the activity on the walkways through slilted eyes. A coral piercing juts from his lower lip. He notices you with a sharp nod. Where does this lift go?
To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The Gullett is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates.
Why was that man sent below?
Botaro? He associated with foreign criminals.
He spits. The gob of Slava is just one more splotch on the weathered and mottled boards.
I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullett and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where's Biha now?
Hers is the first house you come to. Just there.
He points southwest across the walkways.
You'll probably find her there.
I want access to the lift to the old city.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
He waves a hand toward the exit.
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
Well, I can look after myself. Nikitaka has a rich history and some of it lies buried. I must see it for myself. He shakes his head.
It's your neck, Kira.
He whistles and the guard standing by the lift looks over at him and nods.
We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass. Though I urge you to reconsider.
Okay, so we need to go to Biha's house.
Was taking Botaro not enough for you?
A woman thrashes a roll of tunics in storage hangings from the rafters. Oh, that's right. This is the place that had nothing here but stuff hanging. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration. Her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless. Yet she swings a handful of weeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Botaro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
She punctuates each statement with a fierce whack of the weeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Well, let's take a deep breath and let's talk about this, whatever it is, calmly. She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lowered into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Biha shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Botaro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
Andra blessed. Priests say Andra sends your sword to comfort mourners. But what good are words? For what did Andra send you if not to save my Botaro?
She turns away from you, striking the strong harder and harder. The sarong, okay.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, splattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
She pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. Well, what's this has to do with Botaro?
He said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. Well, what happened?
I heard a Rawatine captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Botaro went and found her in the tavern.
All aboard. Her eyes go dark and hard and dark.
Next I see him. The guards are dragging him to the cage.
She buries her teeth at the memory. Can you take a different ship? She shakes her head.
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valians take slaves.
She lowers her voice and glances fugitively around.
They say the Principes smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rawatines have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there.
Well, Well, maybe I can talk to her. She looks at you with the same critical eyes she's been giving her laundry, wringing and tugging the reeds.
They say many Rowatine captains are women. Maybe her ears will open better to you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging clothes, the huddled children, and the warped and splittering walls of the shack around them.
Botaro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. And he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Botaro. Or in someone else's pocket.
How many of you need passage?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Does no one else from the cast look after them?
Akira. It was so in the village, where Botaro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
Well, tell me about the captain.
Seduzo.
Biha is holding the reeds so tightly that she snaps one in two.
They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. But she threw Botaro out.
She looks down at the broken reed in her hand.
Always Botaro was careful with his words, especially as a Raparu. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
Well, I could look for Botaro.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
She trails off, working the reeds between her hands while hope and dread battle in her eyes.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps...
She steadies herself with a shake of her head.
Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
Okay. Tell me about the stash. Worry creases her face. She sizes you up with a quick look.
I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you. After what happened, Botaro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Rowatines. If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body.
Okay. So some of us leveled up. So all aboard. Okay. And what was the other one? The shipwright's plight, bounty, food for thought. No, that's not it. Symbols of death. No. Iron gut. Oh, I know what that one is. All right. So we need to go.
When I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, of course, it's gone, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you put your foot in your mouth there, but you didn't know. You had no idea. All right, let's go to the hole again, because we're going to talk to that captain. Take care of quests that we can while we're here, right? And she was over here, I believe. Yep, here she is. Seduza.
What is your business with me?
So did you cross paths with the man named Medora?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
She raises a cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
You don't have to work. You don't have to when you've got all the cannons. If you do business there, perhaps you should learn the culture. It's best when people say exactly what they mean. What exactly happened?
This fella wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
She upends her empty cup. Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. You notice again that her hand is shaking.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
Oh my gosh.
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette.
A swollenette?
A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them.
Go on.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullett, but I did not realize how much so.
She scowls and shudders. He wasn't a pirate.
I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
So Biha and the children still need passage out of the city.
Nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
She picks a stray thread from the smooth, deep jacket, crisp jacket.
Why do you bring this to me? You're a merchant, no? I'll pay you to take them. They have little here. Think of how they could benefit from your culture. Don't you feel bad about what happened to him? Tell me about Oron. He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... particular.
She looks at her crew and they nod in agreement.
Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
She and her crew exchange another quick glance. So Biha and her children still need passage.
Nothing I can do. But why do you bring this to me?
I won't tell the Royal Deadfire Company about your dealings here if you take Biha and the children. She tugs at her collar and looks around to see if anyone has overheard you.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths.
The children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they require.
Very well.
Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
She shifts in her chair, looking around the tavern as if she expects someone to jump out at her. I want to find enough room for Biha and her children.
I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in the hold as it is.
Okay. So, I need to go talk to Orin upstairs. Where was the... That's the kitchen. Oh, here we go, over here. Orin, where were you at, Orin? Was this you over here? Yes, it was. Okay.
What do you require?
I hear you brought passage on Captain Seduzal's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement.
What would it take for you to cede your spots on Seduzal's ship? I'm not gonna lie.
Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
He sips from his cup and immediately runs a folded handkerchief around the rim.
And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
He shivers with dread. I'll make you an offer for your berths. I'm booking passage for a family, but Seduzo only has room for 3 of them, so they'll be split. Yeah, I could do that. His hand jerks so violently that he splashes a few drops of wine on the table. He mops them up, a rigid and pained expression on his face. And you'll be stuck with half of them for the whole journey. Won't that be odd?
That will not do. That will not do at all.
He's still dabbing at the spilled wine, but something brittle has crept into his frown. His companions shuffle nervously. At last, Orin pushes back from the table and looks up at them.
To Queen's Berth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
The knights file out together. Okay. So all aboard. Deliver the news to Biha in the home. Okay. Yes, I know I've leveled up. You know, you only get to level 19 in this game. I didn't realize that Pillars of Eternity was actually only 12 levels. And this one is actually more levels, 19. But still, for as much leveling as we're doing. Excuse me. Alright, let's talk to her now and see what she has to say.
What is your business with me?
Orin won't be traveling with you anymore. She eyes you suspiciously, the soldier with her shrugs.
That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me.
She glances from side to side, checking to make sure no one is listening.
Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
She looks at her crew and makes a twirling motion with her fingers. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now we just gotta tell her. Yeah, I was thinking about this too. I remember going back and forth. Oh my gosh. And I was when we were in Defiance Bay. Oh my god, they had like 4 or 5 different areas, and you would do one task and have to go to another area to finish the task. It was very similar to this. So, alright, let's tell you the good news. Your children are you and you.
The village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
Did you know that, Barana was working for criminals?
Of course not. He worked on the docks, I'm sure of it.
Her face flushes with shock. As you say,
the Overseer looks for a reason to toss us below too. Such talk will bring him to our doorstep.
So I spoke with Captain Seduza about passage out on Nekataka.
What say, then?
Biha listens with curious hope. The children look on with wide, round eyes. She's agreed to take you all. She is momentarily speechless, her eyes filled with tears. She drops the reeds as she brushes them away.
Her watcher sure is something else, ain't she? Darnation, you're gonna make me cry myself.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
She picks up the 2 infants and hurries to the others out the door. Okay. Do we want to go down the lift? See what's down there? Is it going to be too much for us? Okay, so... Alright. See, stealth is unlocking, right? What is it? Oh no, it's mechanics. I've been running across things that I have not been able to open, so I better increase my mechanics. And then... Insight and history has been coming into play too. A young field of knowledge, metaphysics deals with animacy, adra, the will, the in-between, the beyond, and all mysteries of the soul. Since I am a watcher, I can't believe they didn't have any points in this to begin with, right? So I'm going to add a point for myself. And then, oh, we got 2. So, is there anything here that I wanted to add on? I'm doing backstab. Trickster. Sneak attack. Fast runner. Arms bearer. Gain an additional weapon set. That isn't for us. I'm done on the next one now. Adept evasion. The rogue becomes especially skillful at dodging attacks, converting nearly all reflex targeting gazes to misses. Oh, you know, that's not a bad thing. Persistent distraction. The rogue's engagement limit increases and enemies engaged by the rogue are distracted. Humbling. Gain additional defense against disengagement attacks. Let's go ahead and do Adept. And then Withering Strike. The rogue aims for a vital area. Requires escape. Shadow Step. Shadowing below. The rogue travels through the beyond, peering at a specific location and expertly avoiding the next attack. That's interesting. Displaced image. Causes the caster to appear visually displaced, increasing their deflection and reflex for the duration. Additionally, many already have. You know, once you click one, you can't unclick it. So Withering Strike, the rogue aims for a vital area, weakening the target. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Athletics. Let's do survival. And then he gets 2 also, so we can do quick switch, reduces the recovery time penalty when switching weapons. Unstoppable, the fighter becomes resistant to dexterity afflictions. Body control, the fighter becomes resistant to mighty inflictions. Tumbling. Weapon specialization gives a damage bonus to the fighter's proficient weapons. Fearless. The fighter becomes resistant to resolve afflictions. Unstoppable. You can do out of the fire. The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing crush damage and leaving them dazed. That's kind of cool. The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling an enemy lower than guard, the enemy's armor rating out of the fire. Okay, so what is the difference? Doing so will not harm the ally. Allows the fighter to pull allies to safety if they choose. Doing so will not harm the ally. The enemy's armor rating significantly reduced for the next attack they receive. So I can do one that allows the fighter to pull allies to safety if they choose. I think I'd rather do that one. And then we have vigorous defense. The fighter becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increasing all defenses for a short time. Or charge. The fighter dashes across the battlefield in a flash, stunning anyone caught in their path. Okay, let's do that. And then okay, so she needs, we'll do the Arcana and in history, and then she can either do spell shaping. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the size of the area at the cost of power level. Gain increased penetration with fire attacks, with electricity attacks, with water attacks. Condemnation strikes fear into the hearts of the unworthy, frightening all enemies in the area of effect. Invokes the benediction of the priest god, imbibing allies in the area of effect with accuracy and might bonuses, while enemies receive penalties to the same. Protection grants a single target the hardy inspiration for a moderate duration. Restoration imparts to allies the fervor of righteousness in battle, gaining them the strong inspiration. When an ally in the area of effect delivers a killing blow, he or she regains health. That's a good one. Punishment fire conjures and emit tensely numerous beacon of light, causing enemies in the area of effect to take a penalty to all defenses and acquire burn damage. Protection creates a large zone of divine shelter, granting allies a bonus to all defenses. Oh, do I already have that one? Well, won't let me click on it. Okay. Strikes fear into the hearts of the unworthy, frightening all enemies in the area of effect. Okay. I'm probably doing these all wrong, I'm sure. And then Aloth. And I don't know how to get him his grimoire. Okay, so he needs... You think he would need alchemy? And then metaphysics is for you. His passive would be spell shaping while casting targeted area effect. This is the same thing. So he could do enchanting, iron skin, mirror imprint gives the caster access to the free spell from the targets, allowing them to use a spell of their... That is not okay. Conjecture summons a trio of powerful tentacles that cannot move but can inflict crush and corrode damage and immobilize anyone they hit. Wall of flame. Essential Phantom creates a ghostly double of the caster that copies the caster's weapons and appearance. Enchanting creates a field of arcane energy around the caster, crushing hostile targeted spells to be reflected back at their caster. Dimensional Shift switches the location of the caster and one ally, leaving a shockwave between them that stuns enemies. Transmutation, the wizard summons a black sphere that draws all nearby characters toward it each time it pulses and reduces their stride. Confusion. Flame Shield. Okay, what do you have, by the way? I don't think we've spoken to you since you've joined us. No, you have not. Prepared chants. Oh, he's a chanter, that's right. Okay, but we want to do open behavior editor. So how do we do this stuff? Enemy. There's no way I can't see of how we would even change any of these. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I know where I was going. I was like, what am I trying to do now? We're trying to go up here. Let's see what that's like.
Because I like you.
All of you guys, really? Oh, okay.
Why not?
Repair supplies, but I don't need repair supplies. The wheel groans with the cage's weight. It's slick with protective oil. Alright, so let us go down and see what happens. A rickety metal cage swings over an abyss. Your clothes billow with a foul wind from below, and faint screams and roars echo from the depths. Still, you can make out no details from the distance. Go down. You step into the jouncing cage, the door slams shut, and your descent begins with the rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling ruins and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to rest with a groan. Okay. This is going to be really eerie. Old City Overlook. So it's supposed to be full of a lot of weird stuff down here. Oh, we're sickened right away. Okay. The bones are warm to the touch. Oops, there's something over here. Mechanics skill too low.
Pretty good, huh?
Alright, too low. Nope. The bones are warm to the touch. So they just died? Essence battery.
Let's do this. Got him.
So what did that do?
No problem.
We got a padded cap. Okay. The hell is that?
Yes?
That's it! This is futile!
It's a sigil of nightmares. Can you do a... What can you do? Do you have a fireball you can do on it?
Arctic worth and rough! That's not very helpful.
Nearly destroyed, but it almost took it out.
That's it!
Okay.
I shall.
I'm assuming we're supposed to destroy these, right?
Yes?
Lavaru beyond seek.
I didn't do anything to it. Okay. So the fireball.
Arctic worth and rough.
Got rid of that one.
Arctic worth and rough.
Tread cautiously.
Okay, we got something coming at us here.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah! Take this! Lois, Ixie, Alna!
Lavaru beyond seek.
So, girl, you're not doing good. Why not? This one's almost dead.
After him! You like that?
Lavaru beyond seek.
They're supposed to be going through their different stuff, but they don't seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
How may I help?
Huh?
So what do you have? To resolve destructive channeling. Private dance, curse of nightmares +3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because I like you.
Oh, what happened to you? What happened to you? Okay, I guess. Where are we at? Oh, what were you doing up there? Where are we at? Okay, here you guys are down here. How'd you end up dead?
Worse than rock.
Is it this stupid thing?
Let's go.
Yeah.
How's this one go again?
Take this.
Botaro beyond seek.
Sure.
So what happened? Where did he end up at? Clear up here? A deer? How'd you up there? How'd you end up over there? I don't know. That just didn't make any sense to me. Right? Alright, now you leveled up. Okay, so you have Arcana, Athletics, Sleight of Hand, Stealth. Well, you're a Chanter, so you should probably, well, actually you should probably have, because you're a Barbarian. Why would you have Bluff as a Barbarian? Okay. So, one stands alone. I never even looked at your, what your weapons are. Bluff's Will. One stands alone. The Barbarian makes a courageous stand against all attackers. Bloody Slaughter. All attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits. Wild Sprint, Rage. Already has Rage, Frenzy. The Barbarian deals a massive blow. Okay. And then as a Chanter, requires there was no, not filled by the axe. The thunder rode like waves on sea. Blessed war. All the signs of the competent. Is there anything that's healing? The crew, their tongues stumbling on words, already has. Reduces armor rating for enemies. Summons 3 skeletons to fight for the party. Requires, and these all have a requirement of these up here. Conjures 3 worms into existence to fight for the party. Removes dexterity affliction from allies in the area of effect. Causes a nearby down enemy to explode. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Paralyzes enemies in that area of effect. That I think I want. Okay, I was just making him all work. Okay, we got another one of these up here.
Oh?
Thick, worth and rough.
Oh, let's do another fireball on it.
This is futile.
Oop.
Thick, worth and rough.
Okay.
I shall.
No sweat.
Still too low. I guess I'm not supposed to be down here yet, huh?
Leave it to me.
But I'm only supposed to be down here for, I guess I need to be keeping track of that. The day. I'm only supposed to be down here for half a day. So this is where the lift is at. How do I know what the day is? How long it's been? Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Adar Eater. Alright, and it's an hour again, of course, so I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode, and when we come back, I don't know if I'm going to be going back down there yet or not. I still need more mechanics.
Adair, I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong, exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking, is all.
Oh, well, thanks for clearing that up.
All right. So he told her. He did. He told her. I told him to tell her the truth. Yeah. They just don't see eye to eye, which they're not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. When we come back, I think we're going to be going somewhere else. We have a lot of quests. Oh my god, so many quests. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.